We were first initially engaged to run a traineeship program where we sourced, recruited and supported 8 trainees back in March 2023. Because of the fast track program and how it was delivered, they were actually, and the home's specific requirements, they were asked to be finished as soon as they completed as soon as we can, pretty much. So by December 2023, all 8 trainees had actually completed all their qualification, got their certificates, and as of today, all 8 of them are still employed with that business. So they've all stepped up. They've actually gone into buddy training. Some have gone into buddy mentor training for the new trainees. Some have just continued working and go from there. We were then engaged in October, or probably a little bit early because we did the recruitment, so a little bit early in that, but we basically, between October and November, we again recruited another 6 trainees for the home. All trainees at present time are 100% of completion on track, and I was out there last week, the week before, ran into pretty much most of them, all really happy to stay on with the business afterwards. So the financial impact on this business is because of their location and because of where they are, they were heavily reliant, and we were just talking about PCWs, agency PCWs. So basically, before we initiated Program 1, the average monthly spend for that business was $16,000 a month on agency, personal care workers. Because of our fast track program, and we know the program works in regards to getting the trainees onto what's now known as the ANAC roster, it wasn't then back then, but yeah, that actual progression to actually saving them, they had 0 agency staff within sort of 4 months. So this is where we say the financial impact. Yes, you pay for our services, you've got some time on the fall, but this is where it actually comes into play. When you have got high cost of agency, the traineeship program is one of the solutions you can for your workforce needs. Cost per trainee, on average, so remember because we charge on each trainee hours that, majority of them are working full-time, to be honest with you, or up to full-time hours, but some of them are working a little bit less, different shift times, that sort of thing. So on average, over the trainee program, the life, the 12-month cost to the business was just over $5,000 for our services. Talking about supernumerary shifts and training costs, so this will vary from state to state. This is based off the New South Wales and what the costs were for those individual trainees. We know that the training program runs for 24 days. We've allocated 14 days for supernumerary shifts, so we can give you that figure that's there based on that, if that makes sense. So basically totaling, yes, I know it looks like a lot, $12,000 to hire a trainee. That's what you're probably all thinking. But when you take into account what the compared cost of saving, so minus what we had, like the $12,000 plus hiring that person, the personal care worker trainee to do those shifts, if you're to do a qualified personal care worker in those shifts, you're actually still coming out on top of by $22,000. If it was an agency staff member, it's a lot different, obviously paying through the nose for those. So this is, I guess, where some of your strategy in working with a PCW or a support worker traineeship program comes into play, that you actually start saving your business money. If you're a money person, if you're talking about stability, consistency, training your own staff members, obviously those are all given as well. So we've successfully eliminated any agency cost. Obviously they might come back on occasion, but look, even if you probably pay $1,000, I think the home manager is going to be much more thankful for that versus them. Obviously, a high completion, on track performing. And obviously, the main thing is really the rapid integration. So these trainees are part of the team from day one. They fill your rosters.